Hello and welcome to Ohio Hobbies. It's time we do another box of pennies. I have the new mat from Rob Fine's Treasure, 4 pennies. So I say we get to it and do my first box of pennies with my new mat. And as always now, I have my lucky smiley hanging out back there. That thing has done pretty good for me. I've pulled a lot of proofs. No silver yet since I got him, but I have pulled proofs and errors and varieties. I got my first W after pulling him, so he's gonna hang around for a while, and we're gonna try to open this box and see if it's even circulated. Alright, we got in. And it's looking a little circulated to me, most definitely. Pretty sure there's a copper on the end of that one. I still have to find an Indian head, so I'm still looking for that. But I'll be happy if I can maybe put a Wheatie or two in my book. It's been a little bit, seems like. Well, it's been a little bit since I hunted a box of pennies. I've been focusing. Uh-oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? Nope, 1961. That one got me for a minute. I thought I might have had a older wheat. But it was definitely copper. There's another 1960 something. It's like a 62 maybe? Okay, well anyway. That's our check. It's time to open this thing up. Let's see what else we got. I'll bring you along as always for the finds. And while you wait, give me a thumbs up. I'd really appreciate it. Alright, this is the find from roll number 3. And we're going to have our first foreign. It is a King George. 1951. We'll happily add that to the collection. Don't pull too many King Georges at all. Roll number 4 gives us 3 finds. I normally don't show the 2009s, but there happened to be one sitting there. So I went ahead and pulled it. We will just stick it right there. We have our second Canadian. This one's much newer. It is a 2000. We'll sit it right there. And we have finally, in the 4th roll, our first wheat. And it is 1958. We will add it right there in that hole. Roll number 8, and we're going to have our 3rd Canadian already. 1975. Not bad. Still getting a little concerned. We only have our 158 wheat. But we're going to keep searching. It could heat up. Roll number 9, and we have finally our second wheat of the box. If it'll focus here, 1945 Philly. Not in bad shape. But we got a 40s and a 50s, so we're at least up to 2 now. Roll number 10, and we are going to find our 4th Canadian. 1984. We are bouncing all over with Canadians. 4 Canadians. Still 2 wheats. 12, and we had another wheat pop up. 1956 Denver. Second 50s. 3rd overall. Very next roll, and this time we had 2 wheats. That one I don't know what the date is, but this one was obverse up, and it is 1951 Denver. Once again, not in too bad a shape for 50, for later 50s. And we'll add that right there. All right, let's see. This is a deep red toner, deep red brown. Let's see what we got. 1957 out of Denver. That's all right. We're at least up to 5. All right, we are now 15 rolls in. We got another obverse up. 1944 out of Philly. It's a little beat, but it's another 40s. Very next roll. Roll 16. And we have another Canadian, number 5 of the box. And it is 1966. So we will stick it right there. And we had another wheat. This one was up versus up, so I've already seen the date. We have a 1920. Gotta love that when you start getting them older ones. I think I have that one in the book though. So, but we're gonna add it right there. Nah, we're gonna move it that way. Hopefully we get some older ones though. Let's make some room for some older ones. There we go. Roll number 17. This is gonna give us another wheat finally. 1953. Out of Denver. And it's also going to give us another Canadian. This one's a 1974. Oh, we get a 1944 out of Denver. Roll 22 brings us another wheat. 1952, Denver. And that one goes right there. 5 gives us 2 wheats. Wheat side up, reverse up. Let's see what we got. First one is a 1950 out of Denver. And we're going to have to make a little bit of room for that one. It goes right there. And this one is 1952 out of Denver. And, oh, that's what that one was. So we will put it right there with that one. Very next roll, and we have another one, reverse up. 1956 out of Philly. I do believe that's our first 56. So I'm going to have to make a spot in here for it. Slide some of this stuff down. Okay, we've made it up to roll number 27. And you see it. 2 wheats. Reverse up. So we're going to reveal them both together. First one. I believe that's a 1930 out of Philly. Right on. We will take that. Gotta love them when they get older. 1930. Well, let's see what this one is now. It's got me curious. A 1944. That is our third 44 of the box. Nice. 44 and a 30 in the same roll. Can't beat that one. 31 gives us another wheat side up. That way we can reveal it together. And we have... oh, nice. A 1934 out of Denver. 1934. Hang on just a second. I thought that was going to be the case when I seen that 34 Denver. Right there, 28 million minted. And I don't have one. I do now. So I will be filling a spot in the book today. Along with the... might as well do it here. The 1920. That one there is going to upgrade that one. And as bad as the 1930 looks, it may also upgrade that one. So I'll take a look. We'll see. But hey, we just added one to the book. 1934 out of Denver. Fantastic. We can't get better than that. I love a day when I can add one to the book. This is all from one roll. Roll number 34 produced all of this. Let's start here with the young head, 1964 Canada. Not in bad shape. So let's slide that up there. Let's go to the other side here with another Canadian, 1966. Just a couple years from the young head. We're going to add it up there. And we got 3 wheats in the same roll. We have a 1956 Denver. We have a 1946 Philly. And we have a 1956 Denver. Look at that. That was all in one roll. That's crazy. That's about the best roll I've had yet. 3 wheats, 2 Canadians, all in the same roll. Very next roll, we're going to have 2 more finds. We have yet another Canadian. This one is a 1982. That we will add up here to this pile of Canadians we're gathering up here. And we have another wheat. And it is another 40s, another 1944 Philly. Roll 37, and we have 1 wheat side up. We're starting to stack them up. Oh, another 1944. Look at that. This one's Denver, though. That makes 5 just from 1944. Roll 38 is going to give us yet another Canadian, a 1965. We're starting to stack those up, too. Roll 41 gives us yet another Canadian. This one is a 1981. Another Canadian. This one is a 1957, so it's going to be a young head in pretty nice shape. And we're going to add a 1956 Denver wheat, which goes on that stack. This may be the most wheats I've pulled yet. Roll 46 is giving us another one. Wheats up, so I haven't looked at the date yet. And it is a 1952 out of Denver. We'll put it right there with the rest of the 1952s. All right, this happens to be roll number 47, and look what we got. We have a wheat ender. So let me get this one opened up, and let's see what year we got. All right, there it is. It is a 1941. We can take that and add it to the collection. Right there, out of Philly. You already seen the back. Last roll, and we're going to have 2 more wheats to add to this monster collection. We're going to look at this one because I haven't seen the date yet, and it is 1953 out of Denver. Second one of those of the box. And the other one I've seen the date on already, it's a 58 out of Denver. So we will add it right there. 1 more roll. All right, it's time to wrap up this box of coins. I am ready to go through it. We are all done. Right here, I have a stack of 4 1960s that I want to go through for the small date. We ended up with 2 1959s. Right here are the 2009s. I have 3 professional life. We have 6 of the formative years and 4 of the birth and early childhood. We had a good time here with 12 Canadians. We have 2 young heads. And we also have the King George, kind of the star of the show for 1951. So that's kind of nice. These are 1983s. They just have, I don't have my scope up at the moment, but from the top of the memorial building, going out across the T, you can kind of see it right there, right below the T. I just found a few die cracks, and they're all 3 consistent with each other. And then, let's see, over here, we have our S mints. We have a 72, a 70, 71, 69, and a 70, all S mints. So we did quite a bit of those. Down here, this one here, 69 Denver, is a no FG. It is missing to the right of the memorial right there. And I verified it under the scope. These are just some nicer coins, a lot of luster. Look pretty good. I'm going to see if they upgrade my book. We have, in the wheat, we have 2 58s, a 57. We have a stack here of 5 56s, 2 from 53. We have 3 from 52, a 51, 50. This is a 46, 45. The unbelievable stack of 5 1944s. 41, 1934, 1930, and 1920. And if you've seen it earlier, that is going to go in the book. That one there, I believe, is still an upgrade in the book. And I know that one is an upgrade in the book. So any day that I can add to that book is a great day. It's a great hunt. So thank you for watching. If you would, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and turn on that bell notification. That way you never miss another video of mine. And down in my description, you're going to find my email address if you want to send me something. Below that, if you want to send me an item, my P.O. box is listed. And below that, if you are willing and able and have the means to help donate to the channel to keep it up and running, I'd appreciate that greatly. All right, well, that's it for this one. Once again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy these hunts. I hope you get into hunting yourself. And I just want to say, get your hobby on. Thank you.